Hey guys, my name is Anna, I'm an investment advisor, and today I'd like to tell you one very important thing. Some opportunities fall out of the sky. As you know, some speakers, they want to make like a dialogue with audience, not monologue. And that was such case. I met with a person. He's a director of Forbes in Russia. There are a lot of people who have some position in this magazine, and this was a person who was connected with social media and communication. And what is more, he is ahead of Club 30 between 30 in our country. Very often in my life, when I go somewhere not expecting anything, something amazing happens, and when I really enjoy process, other people see my emotions, my energy, and they look at me, they want to communicate with me, so I become interesting for them. I always try to show my ideas, my knowledge, and like a character, and I tried to ask some useful and clever questions. I tried to I don't know, maybe to show this person that I'm not a stupid woman and I can be useful. He was able to compare my behavior with others. So some boys asked him some stupid questions, how they act. So he compared me with them, and I was in the winning like formula. And so once he started talking that they make like events for people who are at Forbes, those who are very successful, and I asked during this event there was not a lot of people, so it was very close event, and so I asked him if I can buy a ticket to go to this event, and he told that no, this is very close events only for people who are at Forbes, and as I mentioned earlier, he was able to compare myself with other people, and he told, but I will invent you. So it was shock for me, because I didn't expect this, that in one moment opportunity fall out of the sky. And before this event that was connected with financial world, I was like in a depression, because I finished like a page of my book of life. I mean, so one episode happened, and I was not sure that I would continue working in investment sphere, so I was afraid of losing my profession. And in that period of time, some months, I felt awful, I felt dismissed, and I was afraid of losing my life, my big part of life that is connected with investments. And so I went to this event, and like a fate tells me that everything would be okay. So you should continue, and sometimes opportunities will come. And actually, there is like a metaphor. That time when I was like in a depression and I didn't know how to live after, I felt that I do like this is door, and I do like this, and I can't open door, and I can't open the door of this financial world, investment world in some cases. And I saw like a door from wood, and there was no like a for key, so I didn't have keys, and I didn't have like a way where how I should open it. And I felt that time that I do like this by my hand, and I felt like in a game. So like maybe you know there are a lot of computer games, and if you can imagine like a door, so you stay in the door, and no keys, no way how to open it, and here is like a camera. And I understood at that moment that only people outside can open this door. So this door is like an electric door that opens from that side. So only people who are there can open me this door of opportunities. And that time I accepted this like a metaphor in my hand. And in this event, I was really surprised, and I was really happy. And after this become like a period of time when everything becomes better. So I felt that my life is doing like this, growing and increasing, developing, and I got some other like suggestions from investment world. So I was invited to the auction, to the like event connected with diamonds, and there were some other things. What is more, I started thinking about publication, about investments from my university. It is important for me because I want to go to magistry, and so everything becomes better. And this the main idea of this video is that sometimes people can give you opportunities like this, and you should continue doing something if something goes wrong. And so that event, from which I was invited by a director of Forbes, was really exciting. And it was closed, so you can't go there without like an invention. And there was like a moment that I would like to mention. So sometimes when we need to make a decision, we should make them very quickly. And successful people, very often they think very fast. And in some situations, it is essential to see advantages and disadvantages and make right decision without time. And when this director of Forbes told me that I would invite you, this event is not in Moscow, it was in St. Petersburg, so I needed to buy tickets, register hotel, and it is quite it is not easy, because you need a lot of money for this trip, and of course nobody would pay me, and I was able to pay by myself. But I understood it, and what is more, the data that was in which this event took place was between my exams at university. So it was amazing opportunity, but in wrong time. And I didn't maybe from the society, other people can think that I didn't thought, so they was able to hear my immediate answer. So when somebody gives you opportunity, there is no time for thinking, and you should be ready to accept it, to use it, because sometimes fate gives us unusual, in some cases crazy opportunities, and it is important to be able to use them. And very often priorities are the key factors. So of course I had a lot of plans for that period of time. I had exams, so I needed to visit this event between the third and the fourth exam, and it is like a challenge for people, and the majority would cancel this offer. But I, as you know, work in this sphere in investment for a long time, and I know how to tell the good from the bad. And that situation, that opportunity was extremely useful, and it gives me like a first step to be more confident in myself. I needed only 3 seconds, so I didn't look at my notes or calendar. I knew that I would choose this, not something else. And he told one interesting idea, that sometimes people will understand that they spend half a life for TikTok, because as for example, I use my telephone very often, about maybe 6 or 7 hours per day, And social media play a great role in my life because I am a blogger, and sometimes, not sometimes, every day I make content. And as a professional person in this market, understand that my brain works too hard, and it would be impossible to spend too much time on social media taking information, because I need to get information and I need emotional rest. And that is why I'm not so suffer from social media in this way. And my life not depends on TikTok or short content in the whole. But there are people who only take content, they use social media, and someday they would understand they spend half a life on scrolling social media.